Oh yeah, black sun in the hizzle, oh, for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. As y'all can see, I'm back, and it is early because the sun. Well, it's overcast, and because it's an overcast, it looks very dark. So I do apologize for that. But it is the weather, y'all. It is the weather. It is not me. I'm actually starting the show late. It's actually 7:30, so it's an overcast, but on the camera it looks darker. So I decided to ask you guys a question because you guys and I deal with international issues. I do domestic on Rolling Reviews channel. Shout out to Rolling Reviews. But on this channel, I deal with international issues only. That being Bashar al-Assad of Syria, Russia, Benjamin Netanyahu of Egypt. What's going on? Good morning. So, Tina, I got to ask you a question because I want to get the pulse of not only my new subscribers, but my current subscribers. I want to get a pulse. I want to ask you a question. Are you okay with Zelensky giving up the Donbass region? And I'm going to ask everybody that comes in the channel, I'm going to ask them that question. Are you okay with him giving up the Donbass region? As an American who's paying taxes on a war of a small country, as Kamala Harris would say, you got a big country like Russia and a small country like Ukraine. Russia is much bigger. She is correct in that. Kamala Harris said the most sensible thing, even though she's dumber than a box of rocks. How's my mic, by the way? I hope my mic is good. So yeah, I asked that question because, and thank you for the like. I wanted to always get the pulse and tone of my audience because um, the news media has told us, and I'm a Generation Xer, for years that Russia is the big bad boogeyman and it's evil. And you actually have people who don't understand that Russia has the most nuclear weapons in the world. We got people here in America who don't understand that. They don't understand they got the most nuclear weapons in the world, number one, and number two, they have the fastest missiles in the world, that being the hypersonic missiles. All hypersonic missiles are fast on offense, but not fast on defense, meaning there is no defensive system nowhere in the world that can shoot down hypersonic missiles. That's right. So a lot of people don't understand that. So I say that to say this is that, you got Trump coming in office. Trump, everybody keeps talking about, he's the greatest business deal maker of all time. I'm going to assume out of any president in our history. This is why he is destined to be on Mount Rushmore. Again, we may not see it in my lifetime, but I'm pretty sure he is going to be the Mount Rushmore president. He's definitely going to give us a booming economy. He's definitely going to give us closed borders. But as far as Russia, you have a lot of neocons. Let's see. This should have been an agreement between the two countries from the beginning. I agree, Tina. I totally agree. I totally agree. And U.S. should not have been giving any money to Zelensky. Right, right. I totally agree. And most Americans agree with what you just said. Most Americans, and this is what we voted for. Um, and this is one of the reasons why we voted for Trump because we were sick and tired of money going over to Ukraine and sick and tired of people here starving. I don't know, people in the U.S. suffering from homelessness and I don't know. We got billions and trillions of dollars going overseas, and we got all kind of problems here in the U.S. Like I said, we got homeless veterans. Think about that, homeless veterans. Let me say that one more time. We have homeless veterans. That means we have people that served in the Army, served in the Marines. We have people that served in the armed forces and are now homeless. So, do we, a lot of people became in tune on this, with Zelensky and the whole war thing. Now, people may not know the details of what grounds Russia's gaining, but again, I gotta, because some people look at it as America as this undefeated land, and again, I want to say this to those people who think like that. We are not at war. The U.S. America, we are not at war. I want to make that very clear, so people don't look at me sideways. America is not at war. Number one. Number two, NATO is not at war. However, in Putin's eyes, once American missiles started to come across Russia and NATO missiles coming across Russia, Russia has declared war on NATO. So, with that being said, however, Joe Biden has authorized these missiles to go over into Russia, that possibly provoking Putin. But Putin, Putin seems to be a very wise man, and Putin seems to be a very patient man. And because he is very wise and patient, now people might say, "Oh, Black Son, Putin is evil." You can be patient and wise and evil. So let's not be distracted by that. I'm not even saying Putin is a good person, that I'm pro Putin. I'm not. I'm pro America. I'm pro Trump. I'm pro Trump. I'm pro MAGA. I am not pro Putin and I'm not pro Biden. However, I can look at things with an unbiased eye, meaning that I can unbiasedly look at Biden and I can unbiasedly look at Putin and say Biden is in the wrong when it comes to the situation getting involved in Ukraine and Russia. As far as Ukraine and Russia, um, without the aid, this is the way I look at it, y'all. Without the aid of Ukraine, I'm saying Ukraine, without the aid of the U.S. and NATO, they have no chance. Now, even with the weapons that NATO's providing, with some of the troops that they're providing, with the American goddamn satellites, missiles, they're still not winning. So I look at the inevitable, and I look at old school warfare, meaning if you, I've said this time and time again, if you are at war and you fight on that land and you win on that land, then you own that land. That is your land, and you will see as do fit with that land. So, um, come on, Diane. And so, thank you. Damn, you need some coffee. And so, I got to be very careful with my words because, again, people voted to end a war in Ukraine, to end that conflict, because we don't want to send no more money over there. Now, as far as I've seen some flags, some Ukrainian flags, because oh, Russia swell a report. support for Ukraine. Um, Now, when I've called out Ukraine and Russia, I just call it out from a strategic war standpoint, saying Ukraine's going to lose. They're losing just based on the reports that I see and based on the land that has been obtained by Vladimir Putin. And this is why I can make that call because when you look at Bakhmut was conquered. When you look at Odessa and Zaporozhye is on the verge, but let's look at Crimea. Let's look at uh, Luhansk, Donetsk. Let's look at those regions and see who is gaining ground. Russia's gaining ground, obviously. So um, that's how wars determine who gains the ground. That's how determine who's winning. It's not who's losing more soldiers, who's losing more equipment, who's losing more, but it's who's losing ground and strategic positions. That's what is uh, determine who is winning the war. Now, as far as I've heard strategies. I heard people say that they're trying to drain Russia's resources. It's a battle of attrition, right? A battle of attrition. And hold on, now let me read this comment real quick. But Tina said America is still financing those conflicts to continue, right? Yeah, yeah. They just approved, I believe, $4.6 billion to Ukraine. I think Biden just approved that, and I mean, we're still under the Biden administration, so what can we do until January 20th, right? So yeah, I guess Biden is authorized to give as much money as possible, our tax dollars as possible, before January 20th. So I guess he's authorized, as long as he's president, he's authorized to do that. And Trump can only intervene once he is sworn in. Once Trump is sworn in, then Trump can intervene. But I think Trump cannot do anything until he's sworn in. So Trump can't stop that flow. That means Biden has free reign until January 20th to shovel out a 4.6 billion and another 4.6 billion and another 4.6 billion until January 20th. He can do that. So, you know, uh, I just only hope that I can only hope that Biden has another one of his brain farts and will goddamn sideline him. Not total sideline him because we don't want Kamala Harris slow down, bleeding out. Hey, y'all, hit the like button, man. We got 17 people watching. Please hit the like button. Thank you. It's free. Hit the share button. That's also free. Thank you. Um, Now, the conflicts ongoing and getting more money. Uh, it's also being said that the military that, and we're giving them old equipment. Okay, so we're giving them old equipment and we're replenishing our equipment with new equipment. And I'm just like, as Trump said, man, we got people dying on both sides. And I don't want people dying with my tax dollars. I don't want Russians dying, and I don't want Ukrainians dying. I don't want that. Um, I don't want that on either side. I don't want no more death, just like Trump said. But you had the news media pushing, oh, well, do you support Ukraine or do you support Russia? And just like, man, CNN, shut up. Shut up, CNN. Shut up, mainstream media. Shut up, because you guys are controlled by the same people, the military industrial complex. You guys serve the same agenda, and this is why you guys tried to take out Trump. Because y'all know the man is not for war. The man is quick to make a deal, quick to negotiate, because that's all making a deal is, negotiating. and you got a man who's very skilled in negotiating. This is what Trump has been doing all his life, is negotiating as a businessman. As a businessman, he negotiates with contracts, building skyscrapers and all that, casinos. This takes negotiation skills. And we already know President Trump has already been in office for 4 years. So, yeah, he has the utmost experience. Now, um, you have like people like the military industrial complex paying the lower imps. I call them lower imps, like uh, Bob Bob Barr and Bob Barr constructing now. I don't know if you guys heard, Bob Barr is the one behind the prosecutions as far as the Fani Willis case. The Fani Willis case, uh, she there are transcripts now and there are recordings of Fani Willis, Bob Barr, Liz Cheney, and there's some other folks involved. Of course, Nathan Wade involved in, Jack Smith. There were coordinations between all of this to take Trump down. Now, Fani Willis is obviously trapped like a rat right now. She is trapped like a rat. And Bob Barr's name is trapped in this too. How far will this go, you guys? Now, my guess is that it goes up to the military industrial complex, it goes up to the Pentagon. This whole framing of attempted framing of Donald Trump goes back to the Pentagon, that being the military wing of the government. Because again, the military makes profits off wars. And if they don't have a war going, they're not making no money. Or they're not making the profits that they like to see, that is caused by these major conflicts like a Russia and Ukraine, per se. Okay? So what I'm guessing is that, Fani Willis is trapped. She's the lowest denominator. Then you got Bob Barr, who orchestrated that little bunch, but there's some people higher up on that. And my thing is that, okay, we got Bob Barr's name, we got Fani Willis's name. Who else named? Are we going to get any higher fish to catch? Are we going to catch higher fish as far as like somebody over in the Pentagon? Because, yeah, Bob Barr, yeah, he got fired from Trump, but is that really enough to risk going to prison? Risk, like, yeah, going to prison? Because what he did, this conspiracy against Trump, is really bad. It's really bad. Like, Fani Willis is going to prison. She's going to prison, y'all. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Fani Willis is going to prison. Uh, Bob Barr, um, Fani Willis is trapped like a rat, and they already have the paperwork. Now, will Bob Barr? Bob Barr has the opportunity to snitch on whoever's higher up on him. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? He has an opportunity to snitch on whoever commands him, because if Bob Barr doesn't give up any names, then he's going to do time just like Fani Willis. Fani Willis is definitely going to do time. Bob Barr, he has opportunity to snitch on whoever told him to construct that, because there's levels. Bob Barr constructed Fani Willis and Jack Smith and all of them to do that, but there's a higher up that told him to do that. And there's a line of people who are behind this conspiracy. And Bob Barr, I don't think it stops at Bob Barr. I think it goes higher up. Now, they're already putting the narrative out there. Oh, Bob Barr got fired. So, yeah, Bob Barr want to get back on Trump because Trump fired him. And yeah, I can see the narrative. So they're already setting up Bob Barr to take the fall. But I think it's even higher up. I don't think he would do that just because he got fired. Bob Barr did all that just because he got fired. Now, Yeah, getting fired, I can imagine it's an emotional thing. It's something that, but I mean, the dude is, I mean, people in government, in the federal government, get fired all the time. I mean, I can't see them retaliating like, oh, we're going to set Trump up. I mean, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Bob Barr's mental state is, but obviously he did not expect Trump to. Um, he did not expect Trump to win. He thought, oh, we're going to make Trump a convicted felon. Once Trump is a convicted felon, nobody's going to vote for him. You know, and it's strange because there are not only people obviously who have no discernment, but people who actually voters who actually thought Trump wasn't going to get elected because he was a convicted felon. But again, these people have no discernment. Okay, so let's see. Oh man, Fox, what's going on, man? Fox, man. Hey, you see, I'm back at work, Fox. America's still. Fox said, nah, it goes back to the Biden cluster. Fuck, I mean, here. Oh yeah, Kamala. Yeah, yeah, it does, it does. Um, Good morning, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing well, Poseidon, man. How you doing, man? Ain't seen you in a while, man. It's been a minute, bro. So what I'm hoping, y'all, is that Bob Barr, Bob Barr, Bob Barr, Bob Barr, Bob Barr. I hope Bob Barr does save his own tail and snitch on whoever's higher up because that's who we want. We don't want the low minions. I mean, we do want to see Fani Willis locked up, and in a sense, I want to see Bob Barr locked up too. But if they're not the higher, I don't think they're the higher ups. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I don't think they're the higher ups. Do y'all think there's somebody above Bob Barr that's pushing that? Let's see. Fox says, "What the hell, Poseidon? Be careful, man. Got assaulted at work on Saturday. Oh, you got assaulted at work? What the hell?" And I'm fine. I got assaulted at work. Oh man, that's bad, man. Oh gosh, man. Damn, man. Hey, man. I'm hope you all right, Poseidon. Damn. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hate. Uh, oh gosh, man. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's workplace violence is bad, man. That shit is bad. That's why y'all see I drive truck, man, and I try to encourage my sons to get their CDL so they can drive truck. Cause sometimes people they get stressed because the job is their money maker, and because the job is their money maker, and it's Christmas season, and then a lot of businesses are slow. Like shout out to a lot of people. Like shout out to Fox, man. He's one of my PS5 buddies, but I have buddies also like Jesse. He went back to work. Recon went back to work, and I went back to work, and Smitty went back to work. So yeah, we all went back to work today. But then again, we're shutting down again because of the Christmas. All businesses do this. All of them. We work, then they'll shut down, then we're working there, shut down again, and it kind of, And then for the people who celebrate Christmas, it's hard on them because when you have younger little kids, they be expecting presents and you got to buy them presents. Luckily, my kids are grown, right? You know, I'd be like, yo, I just got you a PS5. You good? You good? A PS5 is a good gift. Let me just say this for your parents out there. A PS5 is a gift that keeps giving. Now, yeah, they cost about $500, but um, it's only that one gift. You give them that one gift keeps giving because it's PS5 is like the perfect gift, especially for younger men. That's just my suggestion. Give them the PS5 one time and they'll be good for a couple of years. Because every year I'd be like, I tell my sons, sorry about that, y'all. My damn going through this quarry, so my signal is kind of weird. But yeah, I hate that anybody has to go through that any kind of workplace violence, man. I think all men. should not only join the military, but I think all men should get their CDL because when the workforce continues to grow and grow, then you have more women on the force, you have more migrants on the force, you have more people. And when you have more people, you have a more stressed out environment and it becomes more competitive and then it just becomes stressful. And, yeah, it really, that's why I like driving truck because truck is like, it's just me and the traffic. Now, yeah, the traffic can be dangerous, but it's like, I ain't got to worry about all that backstabbing stuff at work and all that competitive, like, I don't know. It's something that you should have in your back pocket as a CDL. That's just my suggestion. I tell that to my sons all the time because of the work environment is, very stressful when you have coworkers. And again, when you're working with them side by side, your stress becomes their stress becomes your stress, and yeah, situations can happen. So I hope, man, just be safe, brother, and hopefully you ain't got to them experience that no more, being assaulted on the job. But back to Bob Barr. I guess being fired can be stressful because Bob Barr got fired, and I'm talking about stressful work situations. It's funny because most of the damn stressful situations happen during the holidays because things start slowing down for everybody. Things start slowing down for people, and people get stressed out. People ain't been working. Y'all know I hadn't done a live stream, so I hadn't been working because of the holiday shutdown, and well, mainly me because of the rain and the cold weather. So yeah, that's a downside to driving truck. But a person asked me, "Well, Black son, man, how you surviving?" And I'm like, "Well, during the month, this is how I survive, y'all. Let me give y'all some wisdom, some old school wisdom from an old school truck driver. I I make during the month of June, July, and August, I make triple the amount that I ever make. Meaning, I make about uh, 3 times of what I'm making now. And so, what I do during the month of June, July, August, I just go ahead and pay my mortgage and pay my bills. I pay everything up to 3 months because I know that I could possibly sit in the month of November, December, January. So I can sit for the month of November, sit the month of December. I don't start sweating and getting nervous until January. But again, because I have driven truck for so long, I know when things start picking up again, and things start picking up around January, around the time President Trump comes in office, January 20th, January 15th. So what I do is I pay my mortgage and I pay my utilities 3 months ahead. I pay it 3 months ahead, so I know those months are going to be slow. Now, if they're not slow, then good. But if they are slow, then it's covered. So that's how I usually survive. So that's my suggestion if you get into this field because you got a lot of truck drivers that make that extra money in the summer and spend money like crazy. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to do that, but no, as I got older, I know, oh, okay, wait a minute. Every year I go through a slow period, so let me go ahead and uh, pay for the mortgage, pay for everything. That way, when I sit for 3 months, I'm good. Explain that to some friends of mine that they were having a hard time understanding why I wasn't stressed, why I was sitting home and playing video games and I wasn't stressed out. And I'm like, oh, because yeah, I this is what I do every year. I pay 3 months ahead, so when it does get slow, I'm already covered. So I think I explained that. I hope I explained that to where everybody understands it because they I mean just say they were worried for me, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. They were worried for me. They're like, man, Black son, how you survive? And you sitting at home this whole time? I said, because I've already, in the months of June, July, August, when I make the extra money, I've already paid. So, anyway. So, speaking about finances, man, real quick, um, yeah, will Bob Barr snitch on the people ahead of it? Is he the mastermind, or is there somebody above him? They're already setting the narrative that Bob Barr got fired, and this is why he did what he did to Trump. This is why he had Jack Smith and Fani Willis and all these people go after him. Is Bob Barr really behind all that? You know, he was a attorney general, but is he really that vindictive? Is he really that damn dumb? I hope for your sake that you're not that dumb. I hope that there was somebody, even though it's dumb, but I hope there was somebody that's above you can snitch on. Because that's the only thing that's only going to be your only saving grace. Your only bargaining chip is to get a bigger fish to fry. Don't be the big fish. Get somebody else to be the big fish. Meaning they're going to have to throw you back in and reel in a bigger fish. And I believe it's somebody at the Pentagon. And of course, like Fox said, you know, it goes back to Kamala. I think it goes back to Kamala. I think Joe is cool. I think Trump and Joe are cool. That's what I think. I think when Trump and Joe Biden had a meeting, I think Trump was like, look, who's behind these damn malicious prosecutions? And Biden's like, yeah, hey man, come on, man. Yeah, I don't know. We could blame Kamala Harris. Look, Jack, we could blame Kamala Harris. That's probably what happened. So I believe Kamala is going to take the fall for that. So again, if Bob Barr, again, it might trace back to Kamala Harris because she is a type that would do some corrupt shit. She's that type. So maybe they can pin it on Kamala. Maybe they could trace it back to, I don't know, Blinken. Maybe they could trace it back to Kirby. I don't know, but they're going to trace it back to somebody. I don't believe Bob Barr is the mastermind behind that Trump persecution. I think, and Fani Willis, let me tell y'all, man, Fani Willis is so street, she ain't snitching on nobody. She is gangster, man. She's going down like a true gangster, man. Like she is a true gangster. You know, she's a both her parents are Black Panthers, and y'all know she's a ghetto queen. She ain't going down for she's not she ain't gonna snitch. I will give Fani Willis props, y'all. If y'all disagree with me, press the one in the chat if you think Fani Willis is gonna snitch. I don't think she's gonna snitch. I think she's gonna do her time. I think she's gonna do her time, man. I think she's gonna do her time, and whatever time they give her, she's gonna take it. She's not gonna snitch on nobody. Bob Barr, on the other hand, he gonna snitch. Bob Barr gonna snitch. But Fanny, yeah, I'm looking every day. I look at Fanny, man, see how defiant. I was like, oh, she's gangster. Fanny Willis is a true gangster. Fox said I won. People ran for plea bargains. Yeah, Fox. I think Bob Barr. He's not built like that. Yeah, he's gonna start snitching. But Fannie Willis, every day I look at Fannie Willis, and every time they like, yo, they give her the opportunity to come clean. She like, man, fuck y'all. I'm like, damn. So Fannie Willis is just defiant. She's like, no, fuck it. Y'all gonna have to come lock her up. That's basically what she's saying. Fannie Willis said, you got to come get her. So I'm gonna say this, y'all. Fannie Willis, y'all heard me today say it today. Fannie Willis is a gangster. She's a gangster. Fannie Willis is gonna go down and she ain't gonna snitch on nobody, bro. She's gonna go to prison and she's gonna do her time. She's a real gangster. Fannie Willis is a real gangster chick. That's what I'm gonna title this video. Fannie Willis, real gangster chick. how should I title it? Fannie Willis, Fannie Willis, real gangster Fannie Willis, real gangster Fannie Willis. That's what I'm gonna say, real gangster. Because yo, she is defiant. She's like, I'm going down, hell. And I ain't gonna tell nobody because she understands the streets. She understands a lot, man. She learned a lot from Big Nut. She learned a lot from Big Nut. I will say that, man. She learned a lot from Big Nut, man. And she learned a lot from the Inglewood Bloods, which Big Nut was from the Inglewood Bloods, and she dated Big Nut before she dated Nathan Wade, before Big Nut got killed. So, yeah, Fannie Willis ain't talking. She is not giving up nobody. She is not snitching on nobody. Fair enough. Yeah, Fox, I'm just looking how defiant she is, and they got her cornered, and she's not giving up nothing. She's not giving up no documentation. She's not giving up nothing. So the only choice for her is just to do the time because they got her. They got her dead, like, and especially when Cash Patel pushed the final finishing touches on it, it's over for her. And then Alina Habba, like these people are saying, like, yo, they're gonna do some hardcore investigations on Fannie Willis and Letitia James. Like y'all, like wow, like wow, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Like you're going after the president of the United States. Like why would you want that type of attention? Why would you want that type of smoke? Why would you want that type of smoke, man? Why would you want that type of smoke with the president-elect Donald Trump? Why would you want to do that? And even if Trump didn't want to pursue it, his people are going to pursue it. So yeah, man, I think yeah, Fanny is just gangster like that. She's gangster. She's a gangster. She's a gangster chick. She's a ghetto hood rat gangster chick, and she's gonna go down. And she ain't gonna snitch on nobody. But Bob Barr gonna tell. Bob Barr gonna tell it. He gonna tell. He gonna squill it. Because I don't think he's the top person. I think, you know, I think there's somebody higher up. I think there's somebody higher up. So I don't know, y'all. I think, yeah, Bob Barr, he looks soft to me, man. He just looks soft. And he doesn't look like the type of stuff guy that'll construct something. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. If that makes any sense, he looks like a one to take orders. If y'all ever see the movie Caligula with Roddy McDowell, 1979, Caligula had this uncle, this fat uncle, and he was just like, "That's Bob Barr." Caligula uncle at the end, like when they kill Caligula, they make Caligula Caesar. After they kill him, they make Caligula's uncle the new Caesar. That's Bob Barr. So Bob Barr is taking orders from somebody else. That's who damn Bob Barr reminds me of. He reminds me of Caligula's uncle. I forgot the next Caesar after Julius Caesar. It was the next Caesar. I forgot his name, but that was his uncle. And yeah, that's who Bob Barr reminds me of. He looked, yeah, that's who Bob Barr reminds me of. So I don't think Bob Barr is the head guy. Like again, there's levels. There's levels. And now Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney's dad, uh, it's a cabal of people that's against Trump. So Fannie Willis knows these cabal of people are very dangerous and that she's not going to tell because not only does she understand street justice and thug mentality on the streets, but she understands the gangster zone in Washington, D.C. And these cabal of people, the Bushes, the Cheneys, the Clintons, the Obamas, they're all in on this thing that we're trying to take out Trump because they all like surprised, like, well, he's convicted felon. What the hell happened? Well, what the hell happened? Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, is that the people saw right through the bullshit. Again, y'all know I like every year I go to the Chinese lunar Chinese New Year, and I learned the different characters like the dragon, the rabbit, the coyote, the different. And this being the year of the dragon is the all-seeing, and meaning things that are hidden will come to the light. And I've been, and I'm just like, yeah, and that's why people could, talk about the whole Diddy thing and the whole Diddy list and the Epstein list and the whole like this whole Fani Willis thing and the whole prosecution. That is just, yo, I'm like, that shit is just so sloppy because they didn't have a plan B. They didn't have a backup plan. Like, they didn't have a, well, what if Trump wins? They didn't even, it's like they didn't even, like, even think about that. What if Trump wins? They didn't even have that mentality to even have that contingency plan of like a plan B, like, what if Trump wins? Like, you cannot be that arrogant and that uh, narcissistic that you cannot think that the opposite team may have a chance of winning. You know. Now, even though now people might say I'm hypocritical because I said Kamala didn't have a chance of winning, but what I did say is that Biden had a chance to win Pennsylvania, but I don't think he still would have. He still would have lost against Trump, but he probably would have took Pennsylvania. That's the only different outcome. Kamala, that was a damn clean sweep. But again, Joe Biden. Uh, I don't even think Joe Biden was that part of that cabal, and this is why Trump and Biden are cool because the cabal happened. I think Kamala Harris is part of that cabal, but like I said, Kamala Harris. You know what? Is Kamala Harris part of that cabal? See, Kamala Harris was a hand grenade by Kamala Harris was a hand grenade by Joe Biden, meaning the Democrats originally did not want Kamala Harris, but Biden immediately endorsed her because of what they backstabbed Biden, so he immediately endorsed Kamala Harris as a strategy. Now, I don't know how long Trump and Biden have been talking, but everything that Trump said about Biden, it's like, again, at some point, I can't even remember myself, y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I knew Biden and Trump were talking, but I just didn't know at what point. Was it the immediate back? I thought so. It was somewhere between the immediate backstab. So it was right after the debate, right after when they were like, because I remember Trump said he can't stand Kamala Harris, and we obviously knew Jill Biden couldn't stand Kamala Harris. But when Trump first spoke on that, when he said that Biden can't stand Kamala Harris, that's when I think Trump and Biden started talking. I think at that point, that's when they started talking. That's when they started talking to each other, communicating. And I think right at that point, like I said, once Biden endorsed Kamala Harris, everything shifted to Kamala Harris. They were like, okay, we're going to run with it. Even though, yeah, we didn't like this endorsement, the Democrats, they ran with it. They said, you know what, we're going to run with this. And but see, that doesn't explain again. So you know what, I'm gonna say this. I don't think Kamala Harris was part of the cabal. I think the cabal was. I think the Cheneys were involved in that. The Clintons were involved in that. The Obamas were involved in that. I think the Bushes might. Well, I don't know. I don't want to accuse the Bushes, but the Cheneys were definitely involved because Liz Cheney was right there on the J6 committee. So she was in lockstep with taking down Trump, trying to take down Trump. I might add, let me correct myself. So um, I think they were all ex-lawyers. Like I said, Obama's are ex-lawyers. The Cheney, Liz Cheney, is she an ex-lawyer? I think she might be an ex-lawyer. Um, but see, Kamala Harris is an ex-lawyer. So you know what? I like I said, it's all up to Bob Barr to find out who the high ups are. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Bob Barr is built enough to not snitch. I mean, he looks like a snitch, man. He looked like he'll tell on somebody. Fannie Willis, on the other hand, she ain't telling. She has shown that she is gangster, bro. Body. She's going out with two fingers up in the air like Tupac, bro. She is, yo, Fannie Willis is a real gangster. So that will leave her street credibility intact. So whatever street credibility Fannie Willis has will be solidified because she's going down, not snitching on nobody. Damn, she is not snitching on nobody. So but um, unfortunately, this whole thing is going to fall apart for Fannie Willis because they got too much. Like she's cornered like a rat, and they already, like I said, they already got the transcripts with Bill Barr. Yeah, this thing, ooh man, this is like gonna be the biggest scandal ever, y'all. And yeah, we're gonna see Fannie Willis get locked up, and Bob Barr, we're gonna see him plea a deal and take out a higher fish. Now, what they're gonna do to that higher fish? Because like I said, it's a cabal of them. They might Bob Barr might snitch on, and they might assassinate Bob Barr. I don't know. They might try to assassinate Bob Barr. So, because again, he's soft like that, and they know these people, this cabal knows that Bob Barr will snitch, so they probably will take out Bob Barr. Fannie Willis will go to prison, and they will assassinate Bob Barr, and that'll be it. I don't think, I don't think these people are going to allow Bob Barr to snitch. That's just my guess, man. I'm just guessing, man. What do y'all think? Let me read the comments, man. Let me see. Um, so Fox said they need to remake of Con Novada with okay. All right, let me pull over and read the comments real quickie. Let me read these comments real quick, man, because y'all loading up the comment section. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. Thank y'all for the loading up the comment section. So, but front of my name is in reference to the Enclave Global. Oh yeah. Poseidon, yeah, man. Yeah. That's I knew. I was like, yeah, man. Speaking of Fallout, man. I'm guessing the Fallout show, the second season, will be in January. I hope. I hope it ain't all the way in damn. I'm hearing rumors that it might not damn start until April. I hope it ain't that damn long, man. So that's a really good show. And to keep the momentum going, man, I think they should release the second season in January. So that's just my little put there. That so Poseidon, they are connected to the Poseidon net. Okay. Uh, and no Modus and Eden were Zach computers and were artificial intelligence. Yep. Oh, so like the actual motherboard. Okay. Oh, y'all having Fallout discussions. Okay, all right. So again, man, yeah, Bob Barr, man, I hope, man, I really hope he's able to testify safely. I hope Bob Barr is able to testify safely. And I heard, this is the weird part, I heard he's being nice with Trump. like he's trying to get on Trump's good favor. But the thing is that Trump's going to want some answers because you tried to lock him up. You tried to have him locked up, so he's going to want some Mr. Answers. He's going to want some answers. So I hope that Mr. Bob Barr can bring some answers, some satisfactory answers without getting knocked off. Without getting knocked off, y'all. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Yes. Yeah, y'all. This is a bad overcast today. It's overcast, but no rain. It's overcast but no rain, so we'll see. We will see it. I guess it's supposed to be like this all week, but from what I understand, the rain brought in a warm front because it's not really cold. So, and it's going to be up to the 60s and 50s and 60s. So, yeah, the rain brought in a warm front because for December, that's not bad. 50, well, 60 degrees, that's not bad for December. It's not bad at all. And the mornings are like 40, 50, well, 47 degrees. That's not bad for the morning. Like in the morning when it's cold. Yeah, 47 is not bad. Not for Georgia. Not for Georgia. It's not bad at all. Okay, y'all. Let me get going. So it's 8:22. But yeah, I wanted to just come on here and share my thoughts about what y'all felt about Russia, and Ukraine and our money going over there. Again, a lot of y'all voted, and y'all want that money to end, um, just like I do. And just yeah, Tina said she agreed with that. Also, y'all know the situation with Fani Willis. She's trapped, but I don't think she's going to tell on anybody. I think she's going to do her time. Bob Barr, on the other hand, I don't think he's the head honcho. I don't think he's the top cheese. I think there's somebody else, and I think that Bob Barr, I don't know if he's gonna be able to testify or not. That remains to be seen, y'all. But Fani Willis will go down in prison, but she won't talk. She's not gonna talk because she's being defiant. Now she's letting you know where she stands. She's letting you know she ain't snitching on nobody. She ain't giving up no paperwork. I'm going. She's going down with the ship, man. She's going. She's being 100% be a G. She's gonna 100% be a G. Now I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but from what I see so far, y'all, Fani Willis is defiant, and that's a sign of a gangster mentality. That's a sign of a gangster mentality. OG Fanny. So yeah, I think OG Fanny is she's gonna be a G. So yeah, that's what it is, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me get going, man. Shout out to Poseidon. Shout out to Fox. Shout out to Tina. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace.